Great throw from Flannery to Williams. Mullins, and he's creating problems behind Mike Mullins. Henderson, well left by the hooker for O'Connell. O'Connell is going to get there. Can he get the ball down? No. It's on Mustow's leg. Richard Mustow got back there and got underneath the big lock to prevent the try.
Well, this guy, it's a fantastic tackle by Mustow. But this O'Connell, he's just been immense over the last couple of seasons. He's just grown in stature. You know, and he's got to be a dark horse for the Lions captain next year. He's definitely going to Lions, but maybe as a captain.
Well, the Munster pressure continues. Holland comes straight back towards the strength of the pack, and it is a strength. Little switch, two switches in midfield, bringing in Anthony Foley. Redden, little fumble at the back, says the referee. Cut out past the Cullen, short ball to Hogan, and again, the try isn't given because the last pass this time is called forward. And that's a tough call.
Well, there we are, look at that. 79-21. And you don't need to put the territorial stat down because it'll be very, very similar. But that was...
Well, anywhere will do for the Warriors at the moment. They just want to get away from their try line. They can't get out of their 22. And that was a bit of a let-off for them. But Munster looking good, and Williams is getting so much line-out ball. Here comes Mullins again on the loop. Great hands and angles, but that time Cullen couldn't keep hold of it. Richard Parks could for the Warriors. And the crowd desperate for something to cheer. And there's Kerry Sweeney prepared to launch it for touch. The referee was just playing an advantage for a hand in. But that's the kind of spirit the Warriors need to show, because at the moment it's all Munster.
This is the tackle, fumbles it. Look at the angles that they're running. Corey Harris gets the tackle in. But they are asking questions of the defence.
Good line-out ball from Brent Cobain. Straight out to John Bryant. It was quite meant to work like that, but the Warriors will take it anyway. Cooper, Sidoli though, looked up at the defence and lost the ball. Great hands by Hogan to keep hold of that one. And again, quick recycled ball from Munster. David Wallace first to arrive. Play on is hacked through by Gareth Wyatt, but over the far touchline. There's the Scrum 5 website address for all that's happening in the Celtic League and rugby in general. And remember, a couple of other Welsh teams in action in the Celtic League this evening. They'll be kicking off in 5 minutes or so. The Scarlets and the Dragons, both away up in Scotland. Highlights of all the games in Scrum 5 on Sunday, 4:50. And we'll bring you the latest from those games, which will be getting underway fairly shortly.
Here's a try, look at that. See, gap opens up. Here's a good stretch really, but Kevin Morgan's moaning about double movement. But I thought that, but you can place the ball in any direction immediately after being tackled. So Nigel Owens told me.
Stewart, pitch side.
Yeah, incredible pace with this Munster opening. Really sees the initiative. It's all about the Warriors pack being completely outplayed at the moment. Someone there's got to step forward and carry the game.
A little bit of respite for the Warriors because the throw for once wasn't straight. Jerry Flannery's throwing in has been particularly good so far. He's been picking up Jim Williams at the tail with monotonous regularity.
Well, if he wants to, develop and get the Irish squad, he's got to grow that mullet, hasn't he?
Well, he's got the blonde already, so he'll be noticeable around the park. I suppose if you're not going to be bald or with a mullet, then go for the peroxide and stand out in the middle of that front row.
Engage. Let's go.
Bryant comes on the short ball. They were waiting for him. The Warriors get the drive on, but Cooper can't get the ball back. Jim Williams beat him to it, and that's precious possession gone for the Warriors. Gareth Wyatt, little chip over the top into space. Back goes Anthony Hogan, who's following up by the Warriors winger. Cullen weighs up the options. Back it goes for John Kelly. Kelly shrugs through the first tackle. In go the red-shirted Munstermen, and then themselves a penalty. Temper's just flaring a little, and it's Donegal O'Callaghan right in the thick of things. And Gethin Jenkins carrying on where Richard Parks started off.
I think there's a stamp here, because in the middle of all that melee is a linesman somewhere. He come running on. Yeah. There he is.
Go. Take them away, please. Back up. Take them away, please.
So I think that the penalty will go against Munster.
Bit of footwork on the floor.
Okay.
Then went back in afterwards. Came out the second goal, gave me yellow cards, 10 minutes in the bin. I didn't see what happened then. Who came in, they all piled in.
So you want red 4 in the bin?
Blue, yeah, red 4 in the bin.
And
the penalty here.
As Jonathan said, the stamp from Donegal O'Callaghan,
4, please.
which is just going to reverse the penalty. It's going to have him 10 minutes in the bin.
Touch judge's recommendation is that when the ball's in the ground, after I'd given the penalty, you were reckless with the feet. He says it's 10 minutes in the bin. It's 10 minutes. Let's call it.
Here we are, number 4. Keep an eye on him. I think it's Bryant who's there. Bryant really hasn't got time to roll away. The first, well, there wasn't much in that really. I don't think that's a yellow card offence.
It's one of those where the intent was there. It didn't really catch him, and I suppose the touch judge, from the distance he was, just went on the intent.
I think if it wasn't been a couple of punches thrown, he would have stayed on.
Parks takes the line out, the best position the Warriors have had. Gethin Jenkins turns and drives towards the line, and he's over. The first time the Warriors get down into the Munster 22. Munster a man short, and Gethin Jenkins, who took on Donegal O'Callaghan earlier, gets the try, the first one for the Warriors.
Here's the drive. He's straight in, stays on his feet and turns. There's a drive. Well, I wasn't sure about the grounding, was he? I'm sure he did get it down. A very, very good drive. And we'll have a look and see if it's grounded, but everyone's quite happy.
Kelly Sweeney puts over the conversion, and that's what the crowd wanted. They've got something to cheer about. The Warriors back within 3.
Here's the ball, good throw. Watch the work of Brett Cobain. Takes Wallace out, that's where they roll over. There's the ball. I think he loses the ball, but he loses it backwards, doesn't he? There he goes. Loses it backwards, but it's a try because he puts his hand on it.
He's still got his right hand on it, and his stomach. And as long as there's contact between any part of the upper body, the ball, and the floor, and over the try line, then it's a try.
Well, that's the way. Make the most of the extra man. Lovely inside
ball from Sweeney to O'Brien. Try to get it out to Sean James, but a little bit too much pressure in midfield. But that has certainly lifted the Warriors and woken up the crowd.
Well, that's what they got to do. Sweeney's a bit unsure, but great upper body strength, lovely awareness. Inside ball, tries to offload the ball and tackle again, loses it. Gethin Jenkins is really having a go at McElwam on the loose. There he is.
He's really working on him. Great drive from the Warriors against the 7-man Munster pack. Surely the scrum was over, but they've regathered it now. They'll have to let it go. They didn't, and it's a Warriors penalty. Great work up front, albeit with a 1-man advantage.
Well, he must be relishing the fact that, you know, there he is. Watch the power that comes through there. He must be relishing the loose.
There's Rob Henderson in there as a flanker, and really Gordon McElwan must be wondering, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah.